Paul Ryan was asked about it. Now remember, Eric Cantor had said they were mobs. Mitt Romney criticized them. Herman Cain called them un-American. But now that they see the majority of Americans are behind Occupy Wall Street, another poll out today, overwhelming support for Occupy Wall Street by almost a 3-to-1 margin. All of a sudden, we've even got Paul Ryan, of all people, saying he understands the problems of Occupy Wall Street and why people are mad. Watch this.
When you see everything that's going on Wall Street and it's lasting for a month and it's extending to Milwaukee, Madison, and Appleton and across the country, what message do you get out of that? Eric Cantor called them a mob.
Yeah, look, I don't disparage anybody who wants to air their grievances, petition their government. Look, as long as nobody gets hurt and as long as no property is destroyed, I think it's fine that people demonstrate to organize themselves. I'm not exactly sure what it is they're calling for, but if there's frustration aimed at crony capitalism, at corporate welfare, at bailing out connected corporations, I agree with them.
So all of a sudden we've got Paul Ryan saying we should end crony capitalism, we should end corporate welfare, and we should worry about the bailouts. Look, that's a victory for Occupy Wall Street, to get the Republicans to agree to our message. Now, does he mean it? Of course not. You know what he did? He is trying to pass a plan that would give trillions in tax cuts to the top 1%. In fact, his plan would cut the top the top 1% taxes by 50%. So the top people in the country would get a 50% tax cut under Paul Ryan's plan. He doesn't care about the average guy. He loves crony capitalism. You know what he's in favor of? Oil subsidies. He never wants to let them go. He wants to give the most profitable companies in the world another break from the American taxpayer. In fact, there's a great example of it. Paul Ryan is asked by someone in a meeting, hey, what do you think about Pell Grants? You guys are trying to cut our Pell Grants, and I'm from a middle-class family and I could barely afford it. It's a $5,500 grant, and it's going to kill me if you cut this thing. Here's Paul Ryan's answer.
I worked 3 jobs after college to pay off my student loans. I didn't get grants, I got loans, and we need to have a system of viable student loans to be able to do this. The second concern I have is in the healthcare bill. People don't know this. For budgetary gimmickry reasons, the administration in Congress at the time took over the student loan industry. So they had the federal government, the Department of Education, basically confiscate the private student loan industry, and now that's all on the hook of taxpayers.
Now, I love that answer for 2 reasons. One, he says, what, just work 3 jobs like I did? Who cares? Take out more loans. Work 3 jobs. That's your answer? How about giving that guy an opportunity? He's so the guy that you should be helping. He's the guy saying, I want to work hard. I want to get an education. I want to do better. But he says, go work 3 jobs while you're going to college. The second part is even worse. You know how misleading he is? He's saying that, that the government is taking over the loan business. No, the government had always been guaranteeing those loans. The new program he's talking about removed private banks from making a profit when they weren't even insuring the loans. They were doing nothing. It saved the government billions of dollars. It allowed us to give more to the college students. It was one of the best things that President Obama did. And you know I'm a critic of President Obama. But that one was totally gold. And what does Paul Ryan want to do? While pretending to be on the side of the people, he actually wanted to give billions of your money to those banks. And he continues that in the next clip.
We're just running out of money. That's the problem. I mean, I would love to spend money on all these different things. We don't have it. That's the problem. Second of all, feeding inflation. Third of all, in that bill that you're talking about, we propose to undo the federal takeover of the entire student loan industry.
He says we can't afford it. Are you kidding me? We could afford it if you didn't cut the top 1%'s taxes by 50% in your plan. So what is Paul Ryan saying? He's saying my priorities are millionaires and billionaires. And if you have to work 3 jobs to try to get an education while going to school, I don't give a damn. I'm going to cut your opportunity to make sure that the rich can keep more. And then he pretends to understand that we should end crony capitalism. He is crony capitalism.